Good morning, sweethearts. How y'all doing? It's a chilly morning here in Texas. Tonight's it's supposed to go from 85 today to like a high of 53 or something tomorrow. And dropping down to freezing at night, which is unusual for this time of night here, and or this time of year here, I guess. Happy Thursday, sweethearts. Big, big, big hugs and blessings. Today it's going to be a little more graceful before we hit that next bump, if you will. Today, the Sun in Scorpio conjuncts Jupiter. And it's going to bring a lot of loving energies to you each, sweethearts. And it's going to make your hearts expand open a little bit more. So today's a magical day, and it's going to be bathing humanity with some extra energies to really assist with you releasing more of the old construct that is no longer needed. Now, remember, sweet ones, in every given moment you are given a breath of choice. And right now you're at a choice point. We just got over going through a 4-day period of a gateway of choice, of moving forward into your divine purposes, in a huge space of more being presented to be released of the old of those old energies. How you doing, Nita? Big hugs and blessings, beautiful. And so, right now, many may be feeling very emotional, some intense emotions, a lot of nausea. Your physical vessel is, if you haven't begun to feel it, it went through a major recalibration last night again, and to integrate the choices that was made going through this gateway. And you're going to find, as this recalibration has taken place, your vessels are going to go through another upgrade. That's leading us into the upgrade in the next leg, if you will, of this light body infusion in another couple days. You're really gonna see a huge influx Halloween, day after Halloween, and especially leading up to the full moon on the 4th. Come the 5th of November, many of you are gonna see and experience what could be phenomenal transformations. How you doing, Morali, Worlito, Nita? Big hugs and blessings, sweethearts. Nita, it is happening already. Feeling a bit overwhelmed. Want to hug everyone. This is Jupiter being conjunct with the Sun in Scorpio. What you are releasing is the scorpionic energies, guys, and that scorpionic mindset that, you know, Scorpio takes you deep into the underworld. And it shows you that which needs to be released. And so, good morning, Michael. How you doing, sweetheart? Big hugs and blessings. And so, that's really another round is really going to come up again. Bharat, when everything is decided already, what does choice meant for, and is already decided what we are going to choose. Bharat, the universe chooses that which has already been chosen. That is true. Now, sweet ones, destiny and fate are two very different things. Destiny is your divine birthright. Fate is a choice. Your fate is determined, your destiny is determined by the fate of your choices. And what does that mean? Bharat just asked, when everything's already decided. Because to get to that which the universe chooses, and why does the universe choose that which is already chosen? Because right here in this moment, you're making a choice of your future. And what the universe presents to you right now, or what you present to yourself, how you choose to deal with it is going to determine your fate. By your choices. Fate is determined by your choices. Destiny is that which is your original divine blueprint. And you will always reach your destiny. Now, when you reach it, how you reach it, that's determined by your choices. What you choose to think about, what you choose to emotionally attach yourself to, what you choose to engage in. And so you're coming into a space now, Bharat, where those choices that you made in the past, the universe has now chosen to present it to you. In every given moment, when you choose to be loved, when you choose to see through the veils of the illusions, when you choose to allow yourself to become aware of the role that this physical outside world is showing you, that the people and the experiences that are crossing your path, what they're showing you, then you can move through this much more graceful and more easily. Now, as long as you're emotional, as these things come up and attach new emotions, you're doing yourself a disservice. These things being brought up are being brought up for you to see the hidden, the unseen answer, solution, whatever descriptive label you'd like to give it, through the presentation of the roles of the experience, if that makes sense. So today, as your hearts are cracked open a little bit more, know that you're going to feel, some of you are going to feel some great exuberance, some great joy, some great bliss. And with that comes another influxation of light, and it will come up and bring up more to be released of these scorpionic energies that is buried and that is hidden. And really, sweet ones, it's just a matter of just releasing it. You're going to find we'll move into the weekend, and the weekend is going to, again, we're on a new roller coaster ride. We can choose to enjoy it or we can choose to fear it. And, I'll make the choice to enjoy it and find the magic. And we can do that. For those of you that are messaging me and things are intense, yes, they are intense. And they're intense because they're showing you where you have not fully surrendered to the Creator, to yourself. Where you still are not trusting to be carried through the difficult times, if you will. And good morning, Lorraine. Good morning, Tana. Big hugs and blessings, sweethearts. And so today is really going to be bathing us with a whole lot of loving energy. It's going to crack your hearts open. You're going to feel a new burst of love in a sense that has not been present for many of you in a very long time. And with any cracking open, if you will, so too does those feelings of not so much bliss come up with the blissful feelings. And so love whatever arises, sweet ones. Stay right here and know, just like I said yesterday, all of this coming up is just showing you where you still hold energy of abandonment, rejection, undeserving, and unworthiness. And right now, these energies are all and distrust. And right now, these energies are all about worthiness and distrust. Where are you still distrusting? Where are you still feeling unworthy? And the more you can not attach to the physical presentation of the experiences that are coming up, see it for the roles that it's playing for you, showing you yourself, you're going to find, sweet ones, this is going to go much more graceful. We got as harmonious as these energies and loving as these energies are coming in at this space and time, in this moment right now. It's in a wicked dance, and I say wicked in a good sense. What is it, that word that so many people say? They call it tight or they call it sick. The first time I heard that, it's like, why are you calling something so beautiful sick? Now I get it. It's that slang. So I'm using wicked in a very positive slang way when I say that. And again, sweet one, the acceleration of us rising in frequency is going to continue to increase from this point forward. And And we're speeding up at the same time we're slowing down. And this is a magical time. So really allow this conjunction with Jupiter today really bathe you in that blissful love and expansion of your heart. And know, this is magical. You may go through a lot of nausea. You may experience a lot of tightness in your chest, a lot of tiredness. Nita, very bad sleep last 2 nights. What's going on? Nita, and this goes for many of you. You guys are going to find your dreams. You're going to start remembering your dreams a little easier. You're going to find that some parts of those dreams are going to be staying with you today and tomorrow, all day long, really showing you different things for you to integrate. And again, these energies are magical. These, especially today, which is going to be leading you into the weekend, is really going to, again, crack your hearts open. And so if you're having shortness of breath, if you're having nausea, if you're having dizziness, if you feel like you're having a heart attack, if your sinuses are running, this is all normal with what is going on. And every time your heart cracks open, if you will, a little bit more, and again, we went through a huge gateway of acceleration forward as far as the collective and individuals go. And so being recalibrated last night, and now you're going to be integrated. And we all know when you've integrated that brings up the condensed light in order for you to see its lack of information and to put more information in it for you. Good morning, Heather. Big hugs and blessings. Lorraine, Helena, Heather, I love you, sweethearts. Good morning, Mama. I've been having lots of white flashes in my eyes the last couple days and very, very high-pitched ringing in my ears. Slept hard last night. Yes, remember, guys, you have the ringing in your right ear. It's downloading from yourself, from your higher consciousness. When it's ringing in the left ear, what you have downloaded from into your subconsciousness, if you will, is now being sent over to the conscious mind, and that is coming into balance and harmony, and that's how you do it. The ringing in the ears is a constant thing, and you will find the higher in frequency you go. For some of you, that ringing never stops. You can turn it down. You can turn the volume up on the ringing. You can you can slow it down with the integration. If it gets too overwhelming for you, too much, you can tell your team, I need you to slow down for a little bit. You can ask your team to disconnect you from the collective conscious for a break. If you need to take a break because you're being bombarded by the collective energies, you can ask your team, disconnect me for a few hours so I can take a break and get myself calm. Because, again, for those that have risen to a high enough frequency, some of you are in a space where you don't know what is your energy and what is the collective that you're going through, because we are conduits. And good morning, Nikki. Good morning, Alice. Good morning, Jamie. Big, big hugs and blessings. And so the more you, again, your vessels are being recalibrated to handle these higher frequencies and light, sweethearts. And today you're getting another blast. And so, love whatever arises. We got this hand in hand. And, as harmonious and beautiful as these energies incoming are, so too is the opposite of what they bring up to release. It is very beautiful. You just have to be able to see that. So, go forth on this Thursday and know, sweet ones, you just took another evolutionary leap forward. And with that comes change. Anything that is comfortable and familiar to you, you will find it will be shifted. Because when you get comfortable and familiar, Well, let's liken it like this. When you get into a space of comfortableness and familiarness, you get complacent. And you allow yourself to become lazy in its awareness, in your awareness, if you will. And that's why I say your greatest strength is your greatest weakness, and your greatest weakness is your greatest strength. Because it is when you are at your weakest point that you surrender. It is when you are at your weakest point you are nearest your light. It is when you are in the depths of that darkness and those throes of doubt and fear and insecurity that you surrender to your light. That you surrender to the love of the Creator, of Mother, Father, and you say, take over. Carry me through this. And so you will find, if you observe over the course of your life, or course of your past lives, that you grow into, you come into a space where you are content. You're making enough money, your bills are being met, you can go out and have fun, you can do this, you can do that. You feel on top of the world, you feel very, very powerful, you feel very confident, you feel very strong, very courageous, and you keep yourself in that space and you don't allow yourself to expand and grow. You get comfortable. That's when Spirit comes in and rocks your world. That's where Spirit comes in and shakes things up. Because you allowed yourself to get too comfortable. And you forgot. You got so busy. You have tuned yourself out to the wonder and the awe and the childlike innocence of all that we are. So if you look back over the course of your life, you will find that every time you got into a space where you were comfortable in your relationships, your jobs, this, that, or the other, something happened that would shake you up, or that would shake that foundation of familiarity and comfortableness up, because Spirit is unseen and unknown and unheard in the tangible aspect of it. And so all of those miscreations, that is the energies that's coming up to be released. That's what your journey has been. And right now you're at the very bottom of that, if you will. You've cleared the majority, and right now this is really just those last cords and attachments that you thought you had released that you're severing finally now for good. So love yourself through it. Just release whatever's coming up just to be released. Now, for those of you who are newly awakening or who have been awakening and are still going through a great amount of purging, you've got a great amount of help helping you. It's not like those of us that have been on this awakening journey for 5, 10, 15, 20 years. We took the hardness out of it for you. And yes, it seems very hard right now and very challenging and everything else for each of you. But please know that we have made it much more gentle for you guys. You're able to have this stuff come up and release it much more quicker than those of us who were the forerunners, and we literally had to walk through that aspect of those fires in slow motion. You guys are being able to run through them, if you will, and that's the beauty of this. What's taken us 5, 10, 15, 20 years to come fully into the masteries that we are, for those of you that are just awakening, you guys are going through it at an accelerated rate because we have cleared much of the collective karmic energies behind that, and now you're just doing your individuals, which does affect the collective. And so that's the beauty of us. It's all interconnected. Nita, what's big hugs and blessings, Teresa. I've had lots of sneezing and nose itching and some dark particles when I clean my ears the last few weeks. Your vessel is clearing out those toxins, guys. And just like you're having to clear out your hearts of your darkness. of your chains, of your secrets, of that, all that stuff that you feel guilty because you went out and had some fun and you went against what your parents and everybody else says and you feel guilty. You know, you went out and got drunk and when you were a teenager and slept with a boy or a girl, you've unconscious guilt, all that stuff that comes up to be presented for you literally is just all about worthiness. And so that worthiness and trust is a big thing coming up right now, regardless of what it is presented in the physical. If you observe it, in, through it, in, of, around it, above it, below it, you will find, if you dig deep enough, and if you allow yourself to expand your vision, you will find it's all coming down to trust and worthiness. This is all about self-accountability, where you still judge, where you still hold separation, where you still feel unworthy, undeserving, where you still feel insecure, doubt, where you still are questioning your inner guidance, where you are still questioning the transformation in the physical that has taken place that seems surreal, that seems like you're crazy, that seems like you're hallucinating. And when you can allow yourself to let go of those labels, those judgments, those definitions of that programmed, taught thought process, and you can release those, you're going to find again this transition that we're heading into, this next, as Rick Jupiter says, leg of this transition that we're going into is going to be again much more graceful and gentle and easy for you and for all of us as the collective. And so remember this, sweet ones, you cannot create a new story using the same pictures and the same storylines in the same space of energy that it was created, that the old one was created. So you're having to change your steps in every way, in every moment, in every way. Nothing is the same. You wanted a new start, you wanted a new beginning, you wanted a new life of peace, joy, happiness, bliss, ecstasy, prosperity, abundance, unity. You wanted to be returned back to that which you are, that which is your true nature. And in order to do that, everything of the old, everything has to go. It has to be changed, because it cannot go forward into a new grid, a new matrix with the energies of the old. It has to be transformed. And so everything on your journey has been for you to transform it, to release it or transform it into an energy that will create it to be new in a higher elevated way. And so that's what's coming up, and the next round has begun. And this is a beautiful thing. So know that yes, your physical vessel with this expansion of energies come from Jupiter coming in today. That's conjuncting the sun in Scorpio. You're going to have some more of those scorpionic energies come up. And they can be very intense for some. Be aware of it and know that this too shall pass. It's just coming up for you to say no more and to transform it through your love and through your light. And allow the Lord to carry you through it, because the Lord is the love and the light as one. And that's why in, what is that, footprints in the sand, where the Lord says He carries you, it's because you've activated and merged the love and the light of the Mother and the Father, of the Creator. And so it carries you through. And that's where you're at right now. Good morning, Marie. Letting go of the old even when you don't like it can be scary because it is all that you now know. One can still love an abusive relationship and hold on to it because it is a known feeling. And the opposite of peace is unknown, and that is and can be too scary for most. Trust, trust, trust. Absolutely. And it is only the mind that is trying to protect you as much as your ego. Your ego's been programmed to protect you, but to protect you in the polarity of its true nature. And so, as you go through all of this, that's what you're releasing. And that's the beauty of us, because we really don't need it. So, have a great day, sweet ones. I encourage you to spend some time out in nature, hug a tree, really anchor some of these energies in, especially since we have gone through this new gateway. Your souls have made some huge new choices, and that's what's being integrated. And the more light you take in to integrate, the more condensed light that's coming up to be released that you no longer need. So have a great day. I'm here for you. Reach out if you need someone, sweethearts. And know you got this. And this is a great opportunity for you to really spend time with Gaia and, grab her hand, if you will. Or let her grab yours. And you'll get through this much more graceful. Big hugs and blessings, sweethearts. I love you. Bye-bye now. Have a great day.